Good morning. So my name is Francesca Samsel. I am a little bit of an odd duck in the room. I have a, well, it's true. I have a 2-decade history as a professional visual artist, mainly working on large-scale public art projects based on science and communicating science. But now my time has been usurped by Jim Ahrens, basically, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that work. And I come from the art world, and I have an artist's brain which moves in circles. And my husband told me 4 times in the last 3 hours, stay on point. So I am going to do a little reading. Forgive me. Okay? My artistic practice, my artistic practice involves melding specific scientific research, visualization of that research, and my artistic renderings of its context. Generally, when I work with a scientist, the pieces are multiple outcome collaborations, and what that means is there's a product for the scientist or the visualization specialist, and there's a product for the artist. Art isn't science, and science has different goals than art, and they're just 2 different things. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a lot that we can give to each other. The work that you're seeing here was done with Kelly Gaither and her team, visualization team at TAC. We worked on the pandemic flu data of Lauren Ansel Myers, and embedded in the contextual images of this visualization of this piece, which is actually displayed, you can see on the top, they have a 34-foot long amazing tile display, and the piece is just low. But embedded in that is the visualization that we created together. These are morphing works. It's a time-based visualization, and the other images move as well. So this falls into my artistic practice. Too many buttons.
Which one are you?
Next one. I want the next one. Okay, we'll put this one away. Okay. So this is a detail of the visualization with Kelly's team, and I just wanted to show you a few things. My training is as a sculptor, and so one of the things that we worked on was the nose and how you get. Oh, that's okay. I'll stay here. I won't move. I won't move. The goal was to have the variables functioning together. In other words, that little node contains the population. It contains of each city. It contains the number of people that are susceptible, the number of people that are infected, the number of people that have recovered, what the antiviral supply is, what the transmission rate is, and all those things. But it's condensed together, and you can watch the visualization as a whole without having all the parts call different amounts of attention to each other. And so I felt pretty good about that. So my passion, is that we have 2 sides of our brains. And I'm married to a scientist. I know that our best decisions are made together. And I think that society as a whole has a major problem in that we don't understand science, partly because it's not communicated in a language generally that those of us without 37 PhDs understand. So this is a piece I'm showing you from, it was a climate scientist, works in the Arctic, the desert, and the rainforest. Fascinating work. He's at the University of El Paso because there's a desert there. Unbelievably interesting work that nobody in the university knows about. So this work was commissioned by the Rubin Center for the Arts, the University of Texas at El Paso. It was a literally like 12-chapter piece. Oh my God, I've got to go, hurry. Never mind, you don't get to hear about it. Sorry, I'll do that later. I'm going to skip that too. Okay, here we go. I'm working with Jim's team on perception-driven color maps. It's not about a pretty color map, it's about an effective color map. And it's also about a harmonious color map. It doesn't make your eyes do this just to see the data, okay? So they go hand in hand. It's not pretty versus something else. So if the lights were off, you would be able to see. Oh, I hate this. Look at the monitor. Sorry, I'm back by the microphone. I've only got 30 seconds. I don't need to clip my hip. You can see that we've used move through hue and value and saturation in the upper color map to get more detail. And this is a comparison that shows you with the rainbow color map, our color map, and just a linear color map at the top. The other thing that I'm working on with Jim's team is isolating ranges of data and creating embedded color maps for within those. So that's with the green area, you can move it around to different parts of the data. I'm going to tell you, if you're going to work with someone in an opposite field, you have to reach outside your comfort zone. And the last thing I'll tell you is that I believe this, that, yeah, okay? That if we are going to solve the difficult problems of our time, we need to take the abilities of people from multiple disciplines, and artistic communication is different from scientific communication, and we need both, because to speak to people in a way that changes their behavior, you have to speak to their soul.